Alright. Alright, we're back. Let's get into it. So last time we met the new Cyclops killer, Saito Sejima, who has been jumping through body to body, switching bodies with each person, with each of his victims, until finally taking the boss and reaching Date. And in the Annihilation ending, we switched bodies with him, and he got his body back, i.e., us. Now we're returning to we're returning back to this side, where we end up having a bit of a scuffle with 89. But who's actually in 89's brain, we have no idea. Well, we can only guess. Or uh uh
You're
um
awake.
Damn it!
I don't think you can release yourself.
Well, do something about it.
What is it you expect me to do?
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me.
I cannot.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited.
oh
It must have
no.
been the electric currents from earlier.
Gah.
But fortunately, my communication functions are still operational. I attempted to reach HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
And?
No response.
Frick.
They ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups, likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's interference.
He thinks I'm investigating Monica's case.
That is not the only reason. So Tsujima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead.
Yeah.
That is likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Are you okay?
For now. But if they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me. I would cease to exist.
Frick. Oh no.
You're Saito Tsujima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Oh.
Renju's body on the ground, without his left eye. You were inside Renju, weren't you? Until just now? You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off.
Oh yeah, right. Like he only killed Shoko with Renji's body, but the accident caused him to not but because of the accident he wasn't able to switch up to his next target, which would have been Iris. That's why Renji was acting so weird.
I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes. But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds? The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
Because of the how? How do I know that? Why do I know that? Why do I know about Saito, the prototype machine, changing personalities?
The current. Did it unlock your memories? Then tell me, this body was originally...
Date's?
Mine.
Yeah.
That means your body...
This is your body, isn't it, Saito?
I don't know why, but in a moment of harsh realization I knew 89's body is mine, and my body is Saito's.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy. Give me back my body.
Hey, how about a little help here?
What are you doing?
This guy isn't much help. I can't do anything like this. believe it. A locker. Where's Iris and Hitomi?
Don't worry, I haven't killed them. Yet.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills. I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two. In front of you, of course.
You
Which is why I haven't killed them yet.
are...
Such beautiful eyes. I was going to begin the sync, but I think I've changed my mind. I want to see you bad. But what will really set you off?
If you don't shut your mouth right now.
All right, talking it is. What should I say? Do you have any questions for me?
Okay, it's early Wednesday morning. Shoko was killed last Friday. That was day 1, which makes today day 6. For 5 days, what was Saito up to? Day 1, Friday. At 4 a.m., Saito began his plan against Shoko. He called Renju to this abandoned factory and switched bodies. After taking Renju's body, Saito killed Shoko, then brought the body to Bloom Park. But as he explained to me, I somehow felt that I already knew. I didn't understand why. I felt like it was etched into my brain.
Oh, right. I put that there.
Why?
When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, her phone fell out of her clothes. I forgot that I had given her one. I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away. So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
So it was just a spur of the moment?
The merry-go-round horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down into its body.
I was still in Renju's body. My next target was Iris. If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I called her to Sunfish Pocket.
Okay, what I'm thinking is, like, Rohan had to be in this body originally. Then, oh, my brain!
I even video called her, but for some reason, she said no. This was around 5 p.m. I was still Renju, the president of Lemniscate. I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you remember? Saturday evening after syncing with Mizuki, inside the Somnium, you thought you saw Iris's body, so you called her.
Oh yeah! That was why we then called Iris and told her not to let anyone...
The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris. You told her.
Okay, don't go anywhere.
We told her not go... So, because we mistook Monica for Iris, we ended up saving her life!
Lock the door and stay at home.
We actually
Iris
saved...
didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning.
We actually saved her life because of that mistake! Holy cow!
You did not warn her.
She would have been taken here.
Holy cow!
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me. However...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
So unlucky. My plans were ruined, but my ultimate goal is still achievable. so it's all good.
Okay, okay, wait a minute, okay. Okay, Rohan, like, okay. Because what I think happened was Rohan, like, okay, Saito switched bodies with Rohan. So he was in Rohan's body for a very long time. For a very long time. Like, and Rohan was the one in 89's body who then went to prison. Then Sai, though I mean, although that was after Date and Saito switched. Then, like, then in Rohan's body, Saito switched with with Shoko, with Shoko, who then Rohan fell to his death, or Rohan fell, or Shivan fell to her death. Then he switched. Then he switched with then that's when he switched with Renju, and then and that's where he was for the whole time, most of the time. Okay, okay. I think I have it right now. Day 3.
After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state.
And that's why he died of natural
But
causes.
I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
So yeah, you ran like like you basically realized he was on a timer. Like he had to get to a new body, but he also needed to to continue. Okay.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you, but when you tried to bring her here...
She ran.
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Oh, you know that too? But you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on me. The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car.
Right.
I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body were both in shambles. I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well. My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I needed to sleep. I managed to make it back here and collapsed on the ground. Next thing I knew, it was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire.
Oh, Renju.
By Monday, Renju's body was almost completely dead. And of course, my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call from a Mr. Amanoma. The man you called Pewter.
I knew that story after all. After that.
The boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
And and Pewter couldn't say no. Wow. Why did you want 89 to escape?
When I heard that number 89 was coming to Abyss HQ, I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this body. I thought I could use it to get to her. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you. You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi.
And what gives you and why do you think
In
it will
front
let
of
you do
you,
that?
while you're in this body. A rather nice plan if I do say so myself. That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body at all costs.
What happened after you escaped 89 with 89 in the
I
car?
brought Rohan who was inside number 89's body to the abandoned factory.
Uh-huh.
Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So naturally, we had a lot to talk about, but I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's body was almost done. It was completely useless at this point.
But so how did you convince Rohan to switch bodies with you
So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync.
then? Okay, you didn't convince him.
As a result, this happened.
Renju.
It's just like I told you. He died of natural causes.
But and the real Renju died ages ago. Like died. Like the real Renju died like last week when Shoko's body died. So there was no way to save him. So after shooting on Monday,
Just mercenaries I hired.
figures.
After I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit. They were expensive, but I had access to Renju's bank account.
Right.
I paid them with his money.
Okay.
Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris, but after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. But they had already been paid good money, so I decided to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassin. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own, without consulting me.
That's what you get. Day 5, Tuesday.
I called Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m. I started a video chat with Iris. Long time no see. I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you. Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard. I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away. It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked like him, she would do anything.
Yeah.
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
She would do anything to
I
see
see.
him. The person that she trusted most was, oddly enough, Date.
That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
So the person she trusts most.
You, Date. Number 89's current body was originally yours.
So I was right when I said that she trusted me the most.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep. I restrained her and called Hitomi.
A long time no see. Again.
I have your daughter.
Oh, never
Don't
mind.
call the police or she dies.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. And you. Thanks for being so cooperative.
Frick.
But you did drag your feet. I was getting tired of waiting.
About Monica's murder 18 years ago.
I was only 12,
Yeah.
but I remember it vividly. On that day, 18 years ago, I heard my dad on the phone.
Holy crap, I just realized. Date's body would have been 12. Holy cow. Like, I heard my dad.
I'm going to see Monica. I followed him. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's car.
With Iris. Or, wait,
He
no.
went to the Harbor Warehouse District.
Oh, wait, no, this was 18 years ago, so he followed, yeah. But why? Well, what did they say? Why? Why did you kill Monica?
I've only ever been happy when I was killing something. Before Monica, I would kill cats and pigeons.
Ugh.
It was the only way I could feel happiness.
What a
The only way
monster.
I could feel anything.
Ugh.
But like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it. Next, I'll kill a human. That's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me, and she stole all the happiness from my house. So I chose her as a target.
So you were planning on killing her for a long time then?
I was born with a brain disorder. I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland, and I didn't have a mother. Not a real one, I mean. My mom died giving birth to me. So, naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated. Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be different? Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened. Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in this. And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed.
He's just trying to rile Date up.
Isn't destiny a curious thing? One mistake can change so many lives. Sorry, I don't have anything else to say to you. And even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours.
Okay.
So, shall we get started? Give me my body back. What a strange fake eye. Oh well.
He's gonna regret taking that, like, just putting that away. Ugh! 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 No! Ugh! Ugh!
All right, it's ready.
Ugh! Okay. I guess we're going to be sinking. But now, what's the sinking gonna be like? Are we even gonna be playing as anyone? Dante.
This is the sink room.
What the?
That was... Damn it, why can't I wake up? This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
Don't even... Okay. What do we even gotta... Oh my gosh! Wait. It's reversed. As if he was 4 and 5? 5. 5 locks. Search Kaname Date. Agent. Verify identity.
What?
What the? Wait. Wait a minute. What? Wait. Wait a minute. We didn't even do anything.
Am I being synced?
So are we just helpless? Are we just supposed to just watch? We're just watching this? What the? We have infinite time! What the heck? What?
Sync?
What the frick?
I can't touch it.
There's not even a time limit.
What? Damn it, what is this?
This is so unsettling. That's when he switched bodies with Rohan.
The door. It won't open. The door.
I don't know, there's something about his run cycle that's a little odd to me. He kind of just I'd almost bet that it's actually just Iva's like run cycle and just Iva's run cycle.
Go to the sync room, huh?
This takes 60 seconds. So we've used 60 seconds already.
It's a sync machine. It's a sync.
Sealed.
Me? What was he doing? Sync here. Again.
I can't do anything. And he left in 89. We're here.
Door? What is this? This wasn't here before.
Move. Huh?
This is...
A lot of drugs? Is it the abandoned factory? Was this before the chemical explosion? Uh. It just happened. I don't know.
Blood. The picture. Blood. It's a pool of blood. I don't know anything else.
The frick?
Blood.
What is up with this music?
Blood.
This.
Damn.
Ah!
It's them.
Is there anything we can do?
You're... I can't. I just can't do it.
Can't do anything.
You're... Damn, nothing. You're... It's just a mirror. You're... I touched it, but nothing happened. Damn it! That's it. Just a little more.
What the frick?
I'm sinking.
Percentage stink.
I can't stop it.
There's nothing else I can do.
What do I do?
Paper? Somebody! This is it. We run out of time.
What is this? Ah!
What the? Tore out his left eye. Okay. Yay? But wait, wait. Um. What is this? Day 6. He won.
I did it! I did it! Oh, this feeling! I'm back. I got it all back! This fake eye is awful. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. I think I'll keep it.
Papa? 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 Help?
This prototype machine has a special function. The body I am transferring my consciousness into will receive a stimulant. The other body receives a sedative. You will be feeling it soon. Oh, but don't worry. Like I told you earlier, my plan is to kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you, so I can't be killing you right away. You will watch them die, and then you will follow in their footsteps. You should be honored.
It's so weird to hear like the voice that we all thought was Dante all this time. Like the sound so evil. Consciousness is melting away, clarity fading. I don't know what's happened. I can only watch it as it unfolded in front of me. The scene that played before my eye left me dumbfounded. There's a fragment of my memory lost all those years ago. A piece of my past buried deep in my subconscious.
Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! Yay! Now you have to take the penalty. Up, side to side, up, down, pinch.
No.
Iris, remember when you asked me what your stage name should be? How about A-Set?
A-set?
That's right. I thought of her name. This is when I thought Iris by her name. By her name. Greek and Egyptian mythology too.
A-set. It's pretty. I love it.
You see that flower over there? It's a very special flower that blooms in the cold. A winter iris, just like the iris from Greek mythology.
She's the messenger goddess. And the goddess of rainbows, too.
That's right. That's why the iris means good news and hope.
Good news. Hey, Uncle. You met Mommy at this shrine, right?
Yeah.
When am I gonna hear good news from you two?
What?
What?
When will Uncle be my dad?
What?
The Okonomiyaki War.
Iris drew it. She must have really enjoyed herself. She even said that she wanted to do it again soon.
Yeah, we should. We'll do it whenever she likes. Maybe
No!
even every day.
Oh,
No!
you.
No, that's a bad idea.
Every day?
Hitomi, do you want to live together? The three of us?
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
People are going to talk.
I don't care about that one bit.
Well then, hypothetically, what if Iris and I were being hunted down by a secret organization?
Well, I'd defend you, of course.
What if they're zombies?
Zombies?
Remember when we went to that haunted house and you were clinging to my arm?
Because it was dark and it came out of nowhere. But fine. I don't care if it's zombies or aliens or whatever else. I will defend you and Iris with my life.
That has to be
Thank you.
DC Douglas, isn't it?
Well then, my answer is yes.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
This is...
I understand. I understand why Rohan Kumakura wanted these two dead. So Sejima asked Rohan to take Monika's corpse deep into in the mountains, where no one would find it. Rohan found out that Hitomi knew about it. He also found out that Monika had given birth to a child. If the media got hold of it, Congressman Sejima would be ruined, and that information would no doubt lead to discovering Monika's murder. So, and Saito would be arrested immediately, and that investigation would lead straight to Rohan. But Rohan never told So about Hitomi and Iris. I don't know why not. Maybe he decided it wasn't important enough to mention. He played it close to the chest, need to know bases only. That way there'd be no loose ends. That's why Rohan hired the assassin Falco, meaning me, to kill Hitomi and Iris.
You got it? I want you on this right away. If you could do it in 2, maybe 3 days, that would be great. Good luck.
Of course I couldn't go through with it, but if I didn't kill them, someone else would. I was sure of it. I needed a plan. How could I get out of the organization and keep them safe? But I couldn't think of anything. I didn't know what I needed to do. I needed advice from an old friend.
I see.
Boss.
I hear some pretty crazy confessions in my line of work, but this one takes the cake. But don't worry, all right? You could have told me you were being attacked by Martians and I still would have believed you.
The truth is, Boss and I were both in the same rookie class of police recruits in our 20s. We've been close ever since.
So, can you help me?
I do have one idea.
Huh?
Have you heard of the new investigation department, Abyss? I was put in command there.
Boss explained Abyss and singing to me.
The sync machine is normally used to look inside someone's head, but it does have another function. You can technically use it to swap bodies.
Swap bodies?
Right. So if we use that...
What do you mean?
I mean, switch bodies with Rohan. The new you will be Rohan, chairman of the Kumakuras.
But
Then you can send out an order. No one lays a finger on Hitomi and Iris.
then
What about Rohan? Won't he be in my body?
Just get rid of it, I guess.
Get rid of it?
You can take this opportunity to get rid of Falco once and for all. No one will know what really happened. No one will ever find out that a police officer was moonlighting as an assassin. It's two birds with one stone, right?
oh yeah. She made a good point. And I had no reservations about giving up my body. My body had soaked to consume so much blood over the years. I was almost glad to be rid of it, but I did have a single regret. With my body switched, I couldn't show myself to Hitomi and Iris. I would never be able to see them again. But I didn't care, as long as they were safe.
All right. Leave everything to me, Hayato Yagyu.
Hayato Yagyu. That was my real name. Hayato Yagyu.
Boss, how did you bring in Rohan Kumakura?
I made up some charges and had the cops take him in.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it'll be fine, because he's about to switch bodies.
All right. Rohan has been put to sleep. He will not be waking up for a while.
Remember, to get your consciousness to fully transfer,
Yeah, I know. I understand. Stay in Somnium for more than 6 minutes, right?
we're counting on you.
Let us begin. 3, 2, 1.
When they
Stop! Please!
he saw the 4 murders.
Please! Help me! Help me!
You're...
It's me.
Rohan?
Did you forget your own idea?
Does that mean...
I'm Hayato Yagyu. The switch worked. And there's been a breakthrough in the case.
I know, you don't have to say it.
regarding the Cyclops serial killings, right?
How did you know?
We can monitor what happens in the Somnium from this room.
Yeah. So they not only were able to help Hayato, but they also figured out the Cyclops killing. Was it just one Cyclops serial killer? There were 2. One was Rohan and the other was Saito Tsushima. The sync revealed everything.
We should ask him about it.
Good idea. When Rohan wakes up, we'll interrogate him. Huh?
But he disappeared.
What? Pewter, where is he?
How would I know?
This is bad.
What happened?
did Rohan go?
Huh? Rohan's standing right there.
No, this isn't Rohan!
Yagyu, where is Yagyu? Where did he go?
Oh, him. He just left.
What?
Why didn't you stop him?
What do you mean? He's a detective. He said he wanted to leave, so I opened the door.
Did you guys forget to get that order?
Did I do something wrong?
No, don't tell me.
I knew where he was headed. I ran out of the parking lot, got in a car, and floored it.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here at this hour?
Such beautiful eyes.
Oh, stop. You're always flattering me. Anyway, come on in. I'll make us some tea.
You bastard!
The Rohan.
No! Stop!
No.
Stop right there!
And that's why Boss was with Rohan. Had to endure a long, complicated surgery, but she survived. At a human price, she was left with a permanent injury. She lost all use of her right hand, thanks to the bullet I fired from my own gun. I said nothing. I got up and left the hospital, and I left all of my memories with her. At night, I visited the Kumakura building and called them all together.
Everyone, listen up. Hitomi Sagan and her daughter Iris are untouchable from this day forward. If any of you lay a single finger on them, you don't want to know what'll happen to you. Are we clear?
Yes, sir!
And that did it. I went to So's mansion, by Boss's request.
Meet with Saito. Figure out the truth behind the Cyclops murders. As long as you're like that, I think he'll be more open with you.
Okay. So I went to the Sejimura residence. When I got there, I said I want to meet Saito into the intercom. After a while, the gate opened and Saito himself welcomed me. The young boy.
What is it you want to talk about?
Or at least this time, young man.
How long has it been since we last met?
That's an odd question.
Humor me.
The first time we met was when I killed Monica, and my father asked you to deal with the body. But we didn't so much as see each other for 12 years after that. Why are you asking me this?
What was the next time we met?
About half a year ago.
And what did I tell you then?
You don't remember?
Remind me.
I remember you showed up rather suddenly. You really want to kill people? I'll find you targets. Just let me keep the eyes. Then we both get what we want. We'll make good partners.
Why do they have a...
That was your idea. I don't understand why you're asking me.
My idea, was it?
Yes, you told me that you suffer from hemispatial neglect, that you can't recognize the right half of your vision. You always eat the left half of your meals and all that. The same is true of the faces of those you've killed.
So they got all that information from Saito's own mouth.
You can't recognize faces out of your right eye, which means you can only see the right half of their faces, and that's why you pull their right eye. That's what you told me anyway. Do you have someone in mind?
Let me think. What'll it be? The fifth murder? The fifth Cyclops killer victim?
Hold on. Could you not refer to us like that?
Why not?
I told you, it's very old-fashioned.
But that's our name.
A name you decided. You even sent that letter without my permission. You said it would throw off their investigation. I don't know how effective it was.
So there's no relation to Greek mythology?
What? Don't ask me. You're the one who came up with it.
Alright, then we just did our best.
Hey, Saito. Could you come with me for a bit?
Where are we going?
There's a place I want to take you.
Really? Is it perhaps the police station?
Yeah, that's... Suddenly bodyguards rushed out from inside the mansion. They surrounded me before I could react.
What are you doing?
You aren't the real Rohan Kumakura. I could tell as soon as you opened your mouth.
Yeah, that was kinda...
Let's get a change of scenery. Fortunately for you, I am interested in hearing you talk. Mr. Kumakura showed me this place. So it's fitting that this is where you die. What a wonderful feeling. The truth serum is working beautifully. Wow. I see. I see. You got into that body with the sync machine. Fascinating. I'm intrigued. I want to see it for myself. The prototype sync machine. Where is it? Chiba? You there. Why don't you go and fetch it for me? Don't worry. I'll pay whatever it costs.
And he just paid for it. They just were able to just go like, hey, let's just take it. A few days later.
Well, it looks like preparations are complete. Let's say you and I get started.
Took out his own left eye without batting an eye. Literally.
All right, let's go.
Huh?
What are you doing? Follow him!
Memories after that were lost in a violent haze. I was forcibly disconnected during the sync. Saito's mind overwhelmed me. Only my consciousness was sent over. My memories were left behind in my original brain. I thought I might have some of Saito's memories to cling to, but I never picked them up. Maybe because they weren't mine to hold. It felt like reality itself was disappearing. I'm confused and lost, like suffering from a permanent hallucination. And that would, oh my goodness. It makes sense why Sosajima would not like Date to begin with, because that was just because it was like That's basically him talking to his son, or at least someone in his son's body. I could barely feel my feet beneath me, walking under the city lights. When I regained my faculties, I found I was going Yokocho. My wandering with no destination in mind, I was interrupted by a woman.
You're Saito Sejima? I guess not.
Huh?
Sorry, I just had a feeling. I heard that the prototype machine was stolen, so we lost communication for a whole week.
Who are you?
Just as I thought. You've lost your memory. All right. From now on, think of me as your boss.
Boss?
That's right. That's what you'll call me. Come with me to where you belong.
And yeah, she...
I managed to make a new family register for you. From today on, you have a new name and a new life. As a member of Abyss, the team I run.
You want me to be a police officer?
You were a policeman before, remember? You've already passed the exams. There shouldn't be a problem.
But the new me didn't pass.
That's fine, trust me. It won't be a problem. That congressman knows how to pull strings.
Who?
No one, never mind.
So what's my new name?
Kaname Date. I hope you like it.
Kaname Date.
Yep. Nice to meet you, Date.
1 year later, I was going to the control room. Peter had something to show me. Iba.
The official title is AI Ball. You may call her Iba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Oh,
How are you feeling? Your head clearing up?
we now are in... What about the chemical explosion?
I've been waiting.
Kawasaki district.
I really want you to enjoy this show. I need you to see it clearly. Awake. Looking at it.
Oh boy. Medical simulation mannequin is creepy. Renju.
You would know more about that than me, or do you not remember? You've been using other men's names for so long you don't even know your own.
It's Yagyu. Hayato Yagyu.
Yes, that's right. You're a Japanese native who worked as a police officer. Imagine, a police officer being a serial killer. I don't think the public would react kindly to that if they found out.
Yeah.
Heads would roll. Departments would fold. There would be shameful suicides. So your superiors decided that erasing every record of your existence was the preferable option. Hayato Yagyu ceased to exist, and Falco, the anonymous assassin, was sent to prison, where he was known as Number 89. Fitting for a man with no name.
What happened after exchange lines?
What are you doing? Follow him!
After the sink 6 years ago, I became a parasite in Rohan's body. But I was broken. The sink only sent data to my brain piece by piece. But that error did allow me to escape prison.
No! Stop!
It was Rohan who was accused of injuring Hitomi. Naturally, I went to trial, being the one inside Rohan's body at the time, for a violation of firearms law and attempted murder. However,
prosecution tried to get him on premeditated murder, but it was determined that he was insane at the time. Anyway, they decided to keep him in a special hospital.
Yeah.
Stop right there!
And they got him nailed.
6 years ago, Rohan, in Falco's body, visited Hitomi's house and tried to kill her. But that didn't go very well. He was arrested by the police. He was sent to trial and sentenced to life in prison. It only makes sense. Falco was an assassin responsible for countless murders. The title assassin makes it sound so clean and professional, doesn't it? But he was a murderer, a serial killer. Life in prison was a light sentence as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You deserved far worse. Consider yourself lucky.
Oh boy. Simon's off guard. I might be able to make a move. Try to switch side of his feet, but then
You have a choice, Iris and Hitomi. Die before these two or after. I would of course prefer that you choose the latter. It would be quite a lonely affair with no one watching. So, what do you want to do? I'll give you to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
No, wait!
MoMA! Freaking MoMA, what the?
Damn.
What?
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But are you really Dante?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Someone called Aiba told me about it. It was weird. It was kind of like eavesdropping.
Aiba.
Where is she? I don't see her anywhere.
In Saito's left eye socket.
Aiba, you clever machine. I love you.
What's wrong? Sorry, but bastard got me. Take this.
Yes.
Do it. Tessa and her mom are in danger, right? Please, save them.
All right, Mama. All right then.
Iris!
Date, do you like fireworks? I love them. A brilliant, glimmering fragment of time. The flash begins as a perfectly ordered chemical reaction that melts into chaos. Human lives are the same, are they not? As is the universe itself.
Damn it! I can't get into my sights, and I can't get any help from Aiba.
Blooming, scattering in the moment, and it's only a single moment, isn't it? A unique moment that you can never revisit. That's what makes life beautiful. Don't you think so?
Should I just risk it? But if I miss, I'll hit Iris.
But I've spoken enough. It's showtime. I will show you the most beautiful fireworks you've ever seen. The scattering of the cerebral plasma, the splattering blood. It's art. Perfect, beautiful art of a lonely moment in time. Don't blink. I want this to burn into your retinas. Well, the one you have left.
Damn it! What do I do? What do I do?
Yes! 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 Mizuki.
You bastard! What do you think you're doing to Iris?
Yes!
Tessa! I'm here to help!
Yes! Oh!
Wait, Mizuki!
Oh, frick! Oh, you done screwed up now. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Oh! Get wrecked!
Did you find him?
Oh, oh.
No! I can't find him anywhere!
Where the hell is he?
Okay. When did you guys get here?
Some girl named Iba told me to come. I heard everything.
About the mind swapping, too. I heard it too. From Saito. Uncle, it's really you, right?
How's your foot?
I'm fine. This is nothing. Stop worrying about me and go get that guy.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Go save my mom.
You guys need to help?
Yeah, of course. If I didn't come, who would?
Oh, but don't flatter yourself, Date. We didn't come here for you. We're here to save Iris and Hitomi.
Of course.
Right. Got it.
Of course, of course.
I heard footsteps earlier, like someone going up the stairs.
To the top floor!
That's
There she is.
Date!
Hitomi? Hitomi!
Oh. A sight I will never forget greeted my eye. There. There.
Damn it!
Mom! Iris!
It seems I have an even bigger audience now. That's fine. Having more spectators will be a treat for us all. You all want to see, don't you? The fireworks? Oh, am I wrong? So you don't want to see the fireworks? Fine. Let's do this then. Date, drop your weapon. I promise I'll put the fireworks on hold. I'll even release this woman.
Like tell you.
He's lying, Date!
Don't do it!
Throw down your gun, Tate.
Oh.
Ah, I see. You don't intend to take me up on my generous proposal?
Date!
You want to shoot me, is that it? Then do it. But you only get one shot. You have to kill me with one bullet. If you don't, the fireworks show will begin in earnest. And I will blow this woman's brains into the sky. What will it be, Tate? What will you do?
I... I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Okay. My reasoning for the choice I'm deciding here is, Iba had a plan for all of this, had calculated all of this so far. I have to trust in Iba.
Well done. However, you aren't out of the woods yet. You have to throw your gun down, remember? You have 1 minute. If that weapon is still in your hands, I'll start the fireworks. And one more thing. If any of you move, I'll skip down to 0. Let's begin. Ready? 59. 58.
Date, look! It's that girl I told you about!
Hey, Iba.
Iba.
Date, I do not have much time. Listen carefully. As I mentioned previously, I cannot escape this far. The surge of electricity shorted out my circuits. I cannot administer a paralyzing electric shock either.
Okay.
However, there is another option.
Huh?
What is it?
Self-destruct.
Iba! But...
Let us determine a code number. Command 41205.
41205.
If you issue this command, I will detonate.
No, that's still too dangerous. The number will be the first lock. If I give you the second command within 1 minute of the first...
What is the second command?
How about if I tell a lie?
A lie?
Something that's not the truth. If I say something untrue, I want you to regard it as the second command.
Is your data stored in the cloud?
Unfortunately, that data has all been deleted.
Oh, no, Iba.
I'm speaking to you using only local data.
Then, if your body is destroyed,
Correct. I will be destroyed as well.
Aiba.
10, 9,
Say it, Date.
Dante.
6, 5,
Dante, you have to.
Date, command.
2, 1.
You have to do it, Dante. Dante.
You are even more of an idiot than I thought. Do I look like the kind of man who keeps his promises?
Of course not.
Now you get to see 5 fireworks. If you didn't drop your gun, it would have only been 1. You understand? After I dispose of this woman, I will pop their heads as well. I can't believe you did that. Fortunately for you, you won't have long to regret it. Yes. Yes. The burning in your eye. I see it now. Watch. Eyes open. Watch this woman die. See her brain burn like fireworks.
Iba, can you hear me?
Yes,
We don't have a choice.
I know.
I miss you, Aiba. I'm sorry, Aiba.
Command 41205.
Okay, Date.
I...
Aiba. Aiba.
I hate you, Iba. I hate you. And I never want to see you again.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
Bye, Aiba. Bye.
Be seeing you.
Oh! Oh! Sorry for the mental scarring, kids, but...
Has Aiba always been in your left eye?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
It was
I thought you'd be jealous.
Huh? Thank you so much, Uncle.
No, don't thank me.
Aiba.
Thank my partner.
Mr. Falco. It is you, Falco. Right?
You shouldn't call me that.
Aiba's a name.
I am Kaname Date, MPD, Special Investigation Team Abyss. Sinker.
So, 3 months later. So now what? Aiba. 3 months later.
Uncle, your left eye.
Oh, this? It's just a prosthetic. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, good.
Huh. So, it's been 3 months and they still have not withered.
Oh man, Uncle, have you heard this story? A long time ago when I came to the shrine with Mizuki,
Wait, what?
she started washing out the belly button in the Chozuya. Someone told her that's what you do.
Huh. Is that right?
Oh my goodness.
Praying mantis.
What are you doing?
Praying mantis fist. Mizuki taught me.
I'm not sure what that's to do with anything. She knocked one of these
I
down.
replanted it.
What?
Is something wrong?
I replanted.
No, I just felt like I heard someone talking.
What? These statues are supposed to be inspired by sphinxes from Egypt.
that
went to
right?
India, then China, then all the way to Japan.
Really? I didn't know that.
Apparently they came from Egypt.
You know, if we had some fishing line and gum.
I never thought you'd be an offering box thief.
No, you've got it all wrong. I swallowed a goldfish. I'm trying to get it out by swallowing some fishing line.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure your brain is fully recovered?
You've been looking at that rope for a while. Why is that?
No reason.
I don't particularly like ropes or anything. Being tied up in ropes, though. Wait! Wait! So... how are you?
As you can see, I'm great. Hop hop, kangaroo goes hop.
I'm glad the surgery went well.
Yeah, the nanomachines went pew pew and bzz bzz and got rid of all the tumors.
Nice.
At least, that's what I think they sound like. I don't know, they're small. Anyway, everything is fine now. The doctor even said I can dance again.
That's the most important thing.
Yep.
All thanks to the boss. She paid for the treatment. Can you believe it?
Really? That's not exactly true. Boss didn't pay out of her pocket. It was a confidential transfer of funds from the main office. Iris knows everything about the original and new Cyclops killings now. Not just her, Tomi, Mizuki, Ota, Moma, they all know. The higher-ups were willing to do anything to keep it from getting out. So in return for her silence, they agreed to pay for Iris's treatment.
Maybe I owe it to the shrine. I feel like I ate the fruit of immortality. In a dream somewhere.
Then I guess you're immortal, huh?
We'll see 50 years from now.
Actually, I'm curious. Okay. Oh, now we got every single person. Do you like my new body?
The way you are now is more familiar for me anyway. My old uncle is back, you know? Besides, I don't care what you look like. You're always uncle to me. Isn't that how it should be? To judge by our hearts and not by our appearance?
So I'm really that ugly, huh?
No. It's a rugged kind of handsome.
Yeah, I think you got the better end of the deal. I think I got the better end of the deal with Date.
Because of the memories. I wanted to come here with Uncle again.
Oh.
Ratty cake,
Cake.
baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! Yay! By the way, I still don't have the answer to my question.
What question?
When am I gonna hear good news from you two?
Oh!
When will Uncle be my dad?
Well, I turned away without answering. I stared into the distance and something caught my eye. Winter Iris was in full bloom.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, we still have a lot of people to see.
Yesterday, Iris was discharged from the hospital. Iris said she wanted to see everyone who visited her, but she's a little embarrassed to go by herself, so I promised I'd take her.
We also have to get home.
Home.
Shovel Forge.
If you try it, I'm leaving.
I'm kidding. But we do have a date, don't we? The date we had 3 months ago isn't over yet.
What?
So let's go!
Seriously? Dang it! Dang, I thought I got out of that. Well.
I'm glad you finally got out of that hospital.
Thanks, boss.
Okay. Yeah. Boss's friend Mario.
I hate being in their Nile group chat. I'm not even that close with them.
Hey, Iris. Date was a soccer ball in his past life. That's why he enjoys getting kicked around by me.
I don't enjoy it.
Volleyball. Volley reminds me of valley, like cleavage. And of course, ball is self-explanatory. Isn't it kind of dirty?
No, it isn't.
No, it really isn't.
There's nothing dirty about volleyball.
Exactly. There is nothing dirty about volleyball. There we go.
Don't get mad at me.
There's nothing AO about volleyball.
There's nothing AO about volleyball.
That RC car kind of reminds me of Date's car. Hey, Iris.
Yeah?
What's the deal with you and Date? You still into him?
No.
Aw. I mean, what? Besides, I'm more into her. Besides, we're both more into her mother. Shelves.
Where did you get that?
Oh, you haven't heard? Starting next year, that's going to be the official flag of Japan.
Wow, really?
Yep, totally.
Is it your birthday?
No, that's been in here forever.
Every day is like my birthday.
Wow, then you must be really old.
Of course it would backfire.
I'm gonna take that down.
Yeah, you better.
That's my jack-o'-lantern.
What if his name was Bill? Cheer me on, okay? Here I go. 1, 2, 3. Throw!
I love seeing everyone get along.
Hey, boss, can I sit in your chair?
No, it's my chair.
It's my chair.
I had no idea you guys had B-2 stealth bombers in here.
That's a ruler.
What? I don't get it. Are you sure her brain is still working?
Did you ever throw that thing around at parks?
It's not a frisbee.
You could kill someone throwing that.
Exactly.
Oh, those guys are gonna transfer to Lemnis State next spring.
Really?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Iris, my best friend. Have I ever told you that you're like a sister to me? Do you want anything? I'll buy you anything you want.
What are you plotting?
Oh, I forgot that she was into boy bands. She's in this boy band.
You still haven't taken down your Christmas tree?
Haven't you heard the old saying? If you take down your Christmas tree early, you won't become a bride until late.
That's not an old saying. That doesn't even make sense.
Aw.
I have to write that one down too. I'm sorry. There we go. Hey, it's number 40.
You still haven't taken down your Christmas? Oh, donuts sound good right about now.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm hungry for donuts.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Oh, hey, Monk. That's been here since the first time I was in this room.
Hey, look at that bust. Are his lips red?
Oh, that's my lipstick.
You wear lipstick? There's so many things in this room. I love it. I love how there's so many things in here. Wait. Filled with colorful devices that vibrate. What? Rip. colorful devices that vibrate? What?
Iris, would you like to have a Matryoshka of your own?
Oh, we're not allowed to have pets at the house.
Wait.
Oh, sorry, no.
What?
What do you think a Matryoshka is?
A dog? I mean, it sounds like a dog. You know what? I really should get a Matryoshka for, like... I should really get a Matryoshka for my avatar. It sounds really cute.
Boss, you visited me a lot when I was in the hospital, didn't you? You're softer than you look.
What do you mean by that? Do I not radiate an aura of gentleness and caring?
Nah.
You literally called me a slave before.
But I didn't treat you like a slave. Other than sometimes making you clean my boots with your tongue.
You did, Date?
I absolutely did not.
How are you?
Why are you asking? You see me every day.
Are you gonna go to the club later?
Interested? But you're still a bit too young. I'll take you when you're older. Promise.
It's really nice how Iris basically has now like a bigger family now, like with Boss and all. And...
Still thinking about her, huh?
No, not exactly.
Well, doesn't surprise me.
I mean, Iva's been with him for 5 years.
You two are great partners.
Man.
I want to ask you something. 3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words, I look like I do now. I wasn't in Date's body, but Iba still obeyed me.
Well, she knew.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
You're underestimating the Wadjet system. Iba was no ordinary AI. She was human in so many ways, including the ability to see and think beyond the physical. She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that. She knew the real you, and regarded you as her master. That's why she followed your command, despite looking completely different. I think, maybe, she knew your soul, Date.
Pon Pokepon!
Pon Pokepon!
Pon Pokepon!
Pon Pokepon!
Would you two cut it out?
Boss, I gotta ask. Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years ago?
Yeah, why? It kept that a
Well,
secret.
when Shoko's corpse was found, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer.
Okay.
I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? And he committed suicide a year before. I never thought that he was swapping bodies. And the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu, making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved. So, I didn't tell you. Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
Right.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Date, I have a gift for you.
A gift?
Close your eyes.
Eh?
Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
What?
You're going to experience something incredible. That's my present to you.
Wait, what?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Date.
What? What is he doing to me?
This is the sync room.
Also, oh, hey.
Pewter?
Hey.
I heard. Plastic surgery, right? Must have been a really bad wound to have to remake your whole face like that. But it looks like it worked at least.
Was it, Kaniza?
It's Kagami! Kaniza, where did you even get that from? Only the first 2 letters are the same. Literally 2/3 of the name is totally different.
I at least they had found a way to get. Where's Iris?
Don't worry, she's with the boss. She's safe.
Why are you here?
Am I not allowed to be here?
Of course not. You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
Yeah, Peter was working with Renju, or besides Saito inside Renju. He was leaking confidential information to him. Peter also helped Rohan inside the body of 89 escape. Peter was immediately punished and fired from the force.
Yes, I was arrested. I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
Then how are you here?
I wonder.
Don't act dumb.
Date, it's okay. Boss brought him here.
Oh, is that why Kagami is actually here? Like, to keep...
She did. Why?
She told us not to tell you.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm sort of like his handler now. I'm supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job. Kinda pathetic, isn't it?
Did you sync with me?
I did not. But I did use the sync chair.
For what?
Something.
Huh? Okay, why am I here?
Everything that the boss did, she did for you. Ask her about it. She truly cares about you, you know. That's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago.
Huh?
You were once an assassin. If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your past. I don't think she wanted you to leave her alone. Now, who is she to you? Anyway, now that this is done, I'll excuse myself.
Oh, hey Iris.
Iris, what happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway, forget about that. Let's play!
Play.
Shovel Forge.
Now. Well, let's keep going. Why don't we go to the Sajima residence? I'm sure he'll be really happy to see me. Really happy. Yeah.
I see your face has improved. This one doesn't make me so angry.
Because it's not his son's face, I guess. I don't know who told him, but he must know about the switch.
What did you come here for?
I want to ask you something.
Why are you here?
That's a strange question to ask a man in his own home.
I just thought prison would suit you better.
Don't you know the law? No one can touch me.
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Indeed. 18 years ago. And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwa. That was my son, Saito.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
Yeah.
The statute of limitations for improper handling of a corpse is 3 years. I did what I did to protect my son. I hardly think that is a sin.
Though, harboring a criminal...
Are you familiar with Article 105 of the Penal Code? Relatives of those who have committed crimes cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
Wait, is that true? Relatives of those who committed they cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or... That... Huh. Really?
That's ridiculous.
I agree. If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
That's right. You're not a politician anymore. The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore. I'll retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
Be careful, So. There are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you.
Yeah.
People who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's none of your concern. Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Yeah, okay. About the chemical plant.
I've been studying for the past 3 months. I've learned a lot about the explosion at the chemical plant in Kawasaki. It was caused by you and Rohan, the chairman of the Kumakuras at the time.
As you know, my son Saito was abnormal, with all of the awful things that my son did. I used my money to cover it up, but that got increasingly expensive, you see. One day, 9 years ago, Saito called me.
Dad? I thought of a plan. A foolproof plan to make us rich.
The chemical plant explosion.
So that was Saito's
To
plan.
help ensure that the casino in Kawasaki would be extraordinarily profitable.
It was Saito's idea.
True. My son was born with an abnormal mind. But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely.
So does you regret that?
As soon as he drove his knife into Monica, something awakened in him. In the end, that's what led to his destructive, violent plan.
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
Perhaps.
I guess you do. I guess you are a little bit human after all. Months ago, 9:02 p.m. on Friday, Shoko's body was found. So called her burner phone. I asked him why.
Do you recall the conversation we had? That my secretary got a call from number 89? That is true. I did get that call.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me this.
It's nice that So is actually talking to us about
A woman named Shoko Nadami knows what happened 18 years ago. Contact her.
And you called her phone?
Yes.
Why didn't you look for Saito 6 years ago? My mind wasn't playing in the mind of Saito. Lost my memory and ended up wandering the streets until Boston. She hired me in a biz and gave me the name Kamanami Date. But So, Saito's father, never even put out a missing person report on his son. Why?
Because of the woman you call boss. 6 years ago, she came to me and explained the whole thing.
She did.
You know about the Cyclops serial killings? The culprit is your son, Saito Sejima. But you already knew that, didn't you?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we should make a deal. You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
What is it?
Leave Saito with us. Tell anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world or something. Do we have a deal?
Wow.
I didn't have much of a choice, of course. If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over.
Though, that happened regardless.
Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place.
Harsh.
He was practically doing me a favor, so of course I said yes. And in doing so, I was able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely for me.
By the way, did you ever meet number 89?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see his face?
No. Why?
No reason.
I can't say exactly. The only thing he said was, I realized everything when Shoko arrived. I have to see her again. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Rohan was in the body of 89. Maybe Rohan realized it when Shoko came to visit the prison. That it was really Saito inside Shoko's body. That's what he meant by realized everything. Rohan needed to speak with Saito again, but he couldn't, not from inside Fuchu prison. Instead he called up So and had him do it. Maybe he thought he could get Saito to visit again.
Well, I'll be seeing you, So.
I very much doubt that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, damn. I left Iris waiting. She might be angry. We've got to get back to her soon.
Let's go to the Sagan residence last. Lemnis Gate. Oh, hey. Because of what happened this morning, Mizuki and I are in something of a Cold War. She won't even look at me. We're both stubborn. Neither of us wants to apologize first. Oh no! What happened? Okay. Huge breaths. I heard her voice say from deep in my heart. What the frick? Big breasted. Carefully, I see some letters at the bottom. Fisherman with cormorant and dandelion.
Which part is the dandelion and which part is the cormorant?
Uncle, look! It's a Thyreocephalus orthodoxus!
You too? How do you know this stuff?
The driver's here too.
That's an old Yankichi cinema video.
Oh, Yankichi Cinema!
That's like so rare.
Who? How do you all know who that is?
The dark side of public safety. Wait, what? You.
Moi? I am merely a taxi driver, my good man.
Have we met?
Well, let me see. No, I don't think we've ever crossed paths. I have an excellent memory. I usually remember my customers, but I cannot place your face.
Huh. Oh right, I look different than I did 3 months ago. Wait a minute. What are you doing here, anyway?
I have an appointment to wait upon a young celebrity. I was told to wait here.
Thank you.
Excuse me?
You might not remember, but 3 months ago, I called to ask you about Renju, and you told me about Sunfish Pocket. You really helped me out. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. You want to go to a Tommy with me?
Tommy? Why?
Well...
No.
I
No.
want to rub them. Oh, I could rub them all day.
What?
You're too curvy, tight.
Oh, my shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank you. I've had so many knots lately. Ugh. Perfect timing. Go ahead. I'd love a shoulder rub.
I got up and moved behind the receptionist to rub her shoulders, then sat back down. Wait, no! No! Why?
Hold me tight, hold me tight! Oh, my good fellow, feeling a bit worse for wear, are you? Worry not, I shall embrace you.
No, not you!
No, not you! Oh no! Yo.
Yo!
Yeah.
Yeah!
You wanna fight me?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Creepy old lady.
Nothing, huh?
Understandably.
I love those tapioca balls.
That's boba.
Can you ask Mizuki why she's here?
Uncle wants to know why you're here. No particular reason. Am I not allowed to be here? I inherited Daddy's stock at Lemniscate. This is my company now. Isn't it natural that I'd be here? That's what she said.
Oh, hey. Okay, well, good for you. Can you ask Mizuki how she's been?
Uncle wants to know how you've been lately. You don't know? Even though we live together? Of course you don't know, because we barely talk. Even after you've officially adopted me, you don't have any sense of responsibility.
Sorry!
That's what she said.
Sorry, Mizuki.
Uncle wants to know if you're going to graduate soon. So what if I am? Just buy me a new junior high uniform and hire a tutor. I want to go to a good school and a new smartphone and a new iron pipe. That's what she said.
Fine. Babe.
Can you cut this out already?
What happened?
Breakfast this morning. I made the eggs over easy.
That's it?
Yeah?
Well, that's not so bad.
No, that's not it. I made the eggs over easy, and then Dante...
How can I eat eggs like that? I want my eggs over well. Burned to the pan on the bottom and chewy on top.
What?
Why don't you just eat an eraser?
An eraser would taste better than what you served.
You shouldn't say that about Mizuki's cooking. That's mean.
Really?
You're in the wrong here, Uncle. Why don't you be honest and apologize?
Mizuki is the one who should be honest. I'm like her hero.
What?
When I was in the hospital, you were crying like a baby. Oh, I can't live without Dante. That's what you said.
No, I didn't. And you were never in the hospital.
Yes, I was. Was I not?
Was I not? What? What was that memory?
Anyway, why don't you just make up already?
If Dante keeps his promise, I will.
Promise?
The unagi?
Unagi, right!
You said you would take me.
Oh, that. Yeah, not yet.
Dante, please! For the love of God!
Okay, fine. Soon, okay?
You promise?
Promise.
Good. I'm glad you two are being civil again.
Anyway, should we head out, Iris?
Yeah. All right, Mizuki. See you soon.
See you.
Aww. Alright then. Sunfish Pocket then.
I am seriously so happy for you, Tessa.
It's thanks to you, Ota. If you didn't help me back then.
No, really. I didn't do much. I just risked my life to save you. It's a total exaggeration to say that I'm literally responsible for, you know, saving your life.
Wait, what? I see Ota is still Ota. Oh, I can't use X-ray anymore! No! Oh no!
Ota told me. Plastic surgery, right? I kind of like this face. More than the other one.
You're good at your job.
Please come again.
What's your relationship with the girls here?
You didn't know? I made lots of friends working here part-time.
Right.
Sup, girl? Sup, girl?
Sup, girl?
Excuse me?
Ota, you can't just say that.
Sup, girl? Wasn't this guy here 3 months ago too? He doesn't have much to do. Why does everyone look alike? Are they all brothers or something? Customers who look like brothers are sitting there. You're quite right about that.
Made a mistake.
Is this place okay? These mermaids are luring in customers and hitting them right in the wallet. Men in here are likely to see Davy Jones soon.
Which girl do you like, Uncle?
I don't judge on appearances. It's what's here that matters.
Aww.
Aww.
The tits.
Oh, that please!
No, wrong.
No, it's right here. Mermaids robbing customers of their money, legally, of course. Eel sucking game. 52-8.
What is that?
The Sea King and a mermaid start eating the eel from both ends.
When you finish eating, your lips touch. It's a meal for perverts, basically.
Oh, okay.
So far, no one's ever been able to do it.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Seriously? And it's only it's only about $50?
What kind of chair plays music?
A rocking chair?
Nope. The correct answer is a love seat. With me and Tessa in it.
No.
What?
Will you marry me?
No. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. How have you been?
I've been doing good. I'm delivering newspapers in the mornings, working as a janitor during the day, and writing at night.
Wow.
I might just be the hardest working 20-something in Japan.
I don't know about that.
Really, though, I've got to be, like, in the top 3 in Tokyo alone.
I thought of kicking his butt, but I don't think it would take. Glad you're okay.
I'm actually exhausted right now. But I can't look tired in front of Tessa. Anyway, how are you?
I guess I'm alright.
Your left eye,
It's fake. I can't see anything out of it. And it doesn't talk.
Huh? I see. So, Aiba? What a tragedy.
Aiba! Aiba! Seriously though? Seriously, bro? Like, what a tragedy. Ah!
A tragedy?
Seriously.
Yeah. She was so cute. What a waste.
Hey.
That's why.
If she were real, I would marry her.
You would not survive the attempt.
What do you mean?
Ota, what are you seeing? In front of Iris?
Oh, Tessa,
Yeah.
I was kidding.
Uh-huh.
It was a joke.
You would marry a 3D girl?
It's fine, I don't care.
A 2D girl?
Thank goodness.
I don't think that's what she means.
She doesn't care. Shadows.
Shadows.
Thread, silhouette, A-set.
Fears.
Upset, regret, A-set.
Water.
Wet, sweat, A-set.
Hey.
A-set, you bet! I can't believe you remember that, Uncle. I'm so happy.
I said most of it.
Oh, you remember the hardest parts. Now that Iris is healthy, he's overjoyed.
Well, Ota,
Aw, you're going already?
I can see you anytime I want, right? At Matsushita Diner?
You'll come?
Yeah, I want you to make me your omelet rice again.
Yeah, please.
Awesome. Stop by any time. I'll be waiting.
Aww. Well, when we go to the Matsushita Diner. Matsushita Diner. Naomi should be here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tessa! Your surgery went well, didn't it? Ota told me all about it. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Oh, well.
Oh, who is this?
Oh,
I'm close friends with Ota, ma'am.
Is that right? Thank you for taking care of my boy.
No problem. A nurse? Why is there a nurse here?
You're the nurse from Central Hospital.
Well, yes. Have we met?
That's right, my face is different when
why are you here?
I came to deliver Mayumi's medication. The pharmacist sent me.
Ah, is that what they're calling it now? You seem pretty happy.
I belong to the Association of Nurse Actresses. I got a call from my director this morning. They're giving me more lines.
Ooh,
I used to have a bit part during the opening scene, but now I have lines at the end too. I'm really happy about that. That's wonderful, sweetie.
Aww. What's your name?
Hanayo Nasu. It will be Hanayo Yogano next month. You're
Ooh.
getting married? Yeah, that is so wonderful. Thank you.
Aw.
Kuroda Kazuaki's rib roast with soy sauce.
Kuroda Kazuaki? No, that says cold teriyaki.
Wow, really? Okay, what about the secret sauce?
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Homemade soy sauce, huh?
Hey, that's my big sister.
Oh, really? Apparently that's her sister.
That's an autograph from Young Kichi Cinema.
Oh, yes.
Okay, seriously, who is that?
Oh, I really miss Emma.
Hey, do you know what they say about these? If you imitate a cat to a lucky cat statue, it'll grant you happiness.
Is that right?
Yep, no doubt about it. It worked for me. What? Uncle, this is serious. It's a round chair.
And have you run out of things to comment on?
Stool.
We could get some really fatty steaks out of that.
That's cow render.
Is it still the old date? Well, good luck. Bad Iris.
I visited her in the hospital. Oda brought me.
Aw.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so charmed by her.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
I had no idea she was such a nice girl.
You thought I was a witch or something before, right?
Don't remind me. I was so awful to you, but now I'm a huge fan.
Aww.
Thank you.
That's so sweet.
It's doing great thanks to you. The lunch rush is always crazy. My husband and I are working hard. We never get any time to rest.
Huh? Wait. Oh yeah, brain dysfunction. I learned about it before the incident 3 months ago. Matsushita Diner was actually closed up and her husband had already passed away. Unfortunately, it turned out that even the most advanced medical technology couldn't cure her dementia. But her medicine helps her maintain the symptoms. It's a little odd, but it brings Mayumi happiness. To her, her husband is still alive, and her diner is still in business. I don't know if she remembers me. I look different than I did 3 months ago. She did ask me who I was after all, but even if I were in my old body, she might have still asked me the same thing. But she does remember Iris. Is that because she's Oda's friend? Yeah.
She's so cute and fashionable.
I know.
She's such a nice lady.
Lady?
Oh, sorry. Big sister, right?
Or maybe mother-in-law?
No!
You might be calling me that one day.
No!
I don't think so.
Aw. The kid's chair. How about Oda?
Oda? That boy is a handful of trouble, I tell you.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's right. Ota can be really heroic and brave when the time calls for it.
Exactly. Of course, 99% of the time, it's not when the time calls for it.
Oh, you're praising my boy. Maybe I should give you a meal on the house.
Maybe I should praise him more often.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, goodbye.
Thank you for helping my son. He needs friends like you.
Man, I'm glad that she's doing well. Even if she's not able to, even if she's not cured, she at least is able to still maintain a few memories. Kamakura office.
Date, let me tell you something. God exists.
Okay.
When Tessa was in the hospital, I prayed to this shrine every day.
Okay.
And guess what? My prayers worked. God must have been listening.
I'm sure he was.
Are you crying?
No, dumbass. I don't cry.
Sure, whatever you say,
I
man.
don't.
Yeah, you're crying.
Yeah, you
Thank
cried.
you, God. Thank you for saving Tessa.
I love this guy. I love this guy. I love this guy so much.
Anyway, what are you doing here?
Someone wanted to see you when she left the hospital.
Yeah.
Tessa, you didn't have to come see me.
I really wanted to see you.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, of course. I am here.
Remember me. You're clothed. Are you wearing the right size?
Shut up! None of your business. Lost a lot of weight, okay?
You look like you're dying.
I'm not!
You really should see a doctor.
Oh, Tessa. Believe it or not, I am a doctor.
Oh! Wait.
Seriously?
Wait.
He doesn't look like it, but
Wait.
he really is a doctor.
Is this guy the mob
They
doctor?
come to me when they don't want to go to a real hospital.
So,
Yeah, he's our mob doctor.
Oh my gosh! Is he actually the one? Wait. Is he the one who delivered? Who actually delivered Iris?
Why would I tell you?
I want to know too.
I'll tell you. My name is Yogano.
He lost all that weight because of a girl.
Boss!
Yeah, some nurse at Central. Nasu, I think.
Really?
Oh, they're getting married!
Never would have thought.
Ha! Yeah, Yagano. He has a medical license?
Uncle, let's make our date exciting until the end, okay? We wouldn't want to get too tangled up together.
You're right, we wouldn't.
Wait a minute. Date?
Hey, Iris, about these lanterns.
Yeah?
Is there anything a candle reminds you of?
Is it a dick?
No, come on, you weren't supposed to say it.
While opening your jacket sitting on a public train, make sure it doesn't accidentally touch the person next to you. How very specific. Third, ace at my solo performance!
Uncle, do they have chocolate and pastries over there?
You're thinking of a patisserie.
That's a real big contact lens.
That's an ashtray.
You alright?
Do I look alright?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard you got plastic surgery. You look better than before. It suits you.
I'm not sure how to take that compliment. With that one. I wonder if it's still in the safe. Alright, Lula. How's your injury?
Injury?
You got shot 3 months ago.
Yeah.
That was just a scratch. Didn't even hurt. I'm all good now.
Aren't you crying? About Mama.
Mr. Kumakura? I think he's really nice.
Of course I am.
About that ring.
I won't give it to you.
Oh. About Rohan.
Don't talk to me about that guy anymore.
Okay, sorry.
I know he was a murderer. A real piece of shit. But we were brothers. I can't be mad at him no matter how much he deserves it. But
Yeah.
I can't just forgive him either, you know?
Yeah, I getcha.
So I figure, fuck it. It's better to just forget about it.
So, what do you think about a
Wedding.
Dress! Bless!
Oh!
Tessa!
Imaging.
Compress. Process. Tessa!
Crime.
Redress, transgress, Tessa!
The net idol superstar!
Are they all fans of
Tessa!
A set, you bet!
Wow! That's really cool!
Are these guys all fans of
What
her
did you
now?
do to these guys?
Just a little propaganda. Sun up to sundown, I made them watch your videos, Tessa. They got addicted!
Tessa! I'm so honored to meet you. Is it okay if I shake your hand?
You bastard! What makes you think you're good enough to touch her hand?
It's fine, it's just a handshake.
Yes!
Yes! Yes! Batman ran up to her with a look of awe in his eyes.
So soft.
Oh no!
Hello?
He fainted.
Too much excitement, I guess.
Jeez, Tessa is really a force to be reckoned with. He fainted. Okay, I guess we're just gonna leave him there. Well, I guess we're leaving.
Anyway, sorry to bother you, Momo.
Dante, wait! Before you go,
No!
I have one favor to ask.
I'm not gonna ask you to. I'm not gonna ask her.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Alright, what is it again?
This is hard for me to get out, but...
Yeah, spare me. You want to see Iris's panties, right?
Pennies? I never asked for something like that.
Then what do you want?
Puff puff.
I'm sorry?
You want a kiss?
I want Tessa to puff puff me. You know what I'm saying? Just shove my face in there. Just...
Wait, are you talking about her,
Are you kidding me?
about her mountains?
You know what? Fine, I'll ask.
Dante, you're a real friend.
He wants to motorboat you.
All right, close your eyes.
Yeah, like this?
Good, yeah. Stay still. Do not open your eyes, okay?
Promise.
You ready?
Yes!
Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Dante! I've never felt so alive! All these shitty years of my life have been worth it for this moment!
Oh my god.
Boss?
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
This is amazing! I am living!
Oh man, this guy. I am just, Anyway, let's go to Marble. Guess we're not going back to the park. But oh well.
Dante, honey, who is this?
Have I not introduced her before?
I'm Iris Sagan. Nice to meet you. I'm a net idol from Lemniscape.
A virgin?
Hmm?
I'm just saying, sweetie. You look like you don't know a lot of men.
And what about you, Mama?
Me? I'm a fairy godmother, honey, because I associate with fairies and am an older, motherly woman. Wait a minute. Who are you calling old?
You are.
Yeah, what?
Iris, let me introduce you to Mama's little brother.
Oh, that's the fridge!
That's the fridge! Oh no! You.
You're So's bodyguard.
Who are you?
I wouldn't recognize that face.
Don't matter. Talking about So? Quit that gig long time ago.
Really?
You quit?
Yeah. That guy fucking sucks. I punched him in the face and quit.
Whoa. You're drunk, aren't you?
You're drunk, aren't you?
I'm not drunk.
From the look of you, you're pretty good at hiding it.
Mama! Tits! Whoops. I meant tip. I got a big tip. If he gives me one more drinky.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No. No.
Oh, you're lucky I'm in a good mood. Fine. One more round, okay?
Yay!
Yay! When you're in love with a married man, I wonder what that is.
Hey, Iris, I've been wondering. What's with your headband?
Oh, this? It kept my brain tumor from spreading. I don't really need it anymore, but
Oh, so it wasn't. I thought it was a prop.
I feel naked without it, you know?
Huh. I did not realize that was. I thought that was just a prop for, her being an idol, but.
Uncle, that word on the chalkboard? Salsicha? What is that?
It's what Italians say when they find a seat for their friend Sal.
It's sausage.
It's sausage.
Date, honey, do you still ever drink so much beer that you start, leaking?
Leaking beer? No, that has never happened. Ever.
I'm pretty sure it has. Mizuki was telling me.
That was the old me, not anymore.
Not anymore. Hold on, that's... Alright, Mama. What are you doing with that bonito?
This? It's not bonito.
Then what is it?
Part of the man who cheated on me.
Wait,
I
what?
chopped him up and dried and smoked the flesh.
Wait, what?
You're joking, right?
Am I?
Uh-huh. How are you?
As you can see, I'm a little tight, honey.
How could I see that?
You want to?
I do.
No.
I want to see.
No!
Do you even know what she's referring to?
Huh?
How have things been for the past 3 months?
I can't say much. The public thinks our Ren killed Shoko.
Yeah.
And then number 89 busted out of jail and killed Ren. And then he goes and commits suicide by blowing up his own head. That's what all the news reports have been saying. I know there's more to it than that, but...
So Sajima and his body are... Or Saito Sajima and his body are both gone forever. The body I was in for the past 6 years. The head office would never admit it that publicly. Because of the time, the body was thought to be that of Detective Kanami Date. So they tweaked things a little bit and pinned everything on 89. Said he committed suicide at the L factory. Only Kanami Date managed to survive. That's how they wrote it. That's not the truth.
Spare me, honey. I don't want to hear it. If I hear the truth, I'm only gonna have more questions.
That is the mood.
There are a lot of things that don't quite add up. Date's face, for one thing. Looking exactly like number 89? They say that your face got hurt real bad in the explosion. They had to put you under the knife for plastic surgery to save you. Your face turned out like that by chance.
Yeah. By chance, huh?
That's what happened, right? Tell me it is. If it's anything more complicated than that, I will lose my mind.
Alrighty then.
We should head out.
Yeah.
Oh, leaving so soon?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Don't worry, I'll be back as long as you have information for me.
Oh, enough work. You should come in sometime for pleasure, honey.
No.
Sure, Mama. See you soon.
I'm sorry, but nah. Alright, Saga residents, let's go.
Iris, didn't you say you were going to see everyone who visited you at the hospital today?
Yes, Mom. I still have some people to see.
No, you don't.
But Uncle really wanted to come here.
Oh.
I said no such thing.
Come on, don't be shy. There are a lot of things you want to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Come on, just do it.
Come on, but I'm not ready. Of course I want to talk to Hitomi. I want to ask her all about what's happened the past 6 years, but that's not for me to ask. Even showing up here like this isn't right, honestly.
Uncle, you're so shy.
Iris is teasing me. Maybe I could use that sometimes. She can help me loosen up some of my rusted screws.
Are the flowers still blooming?
Yes, they haven't withered at all. Maybe it's a miracle.
Introduction to tax evasion. What?
Hot, 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 hot.
You said the same thing 6 years ago.
Aww.
Who cares about me? Talk to her. That's what you came for, right?
Nostalgic. How have things been?
Things have calmed down, thanks to you. The school has changed, but being a teacher hasn't.
About Iris's recovery.
Thank you. This is all thanks to you, Falco.
No, I didn't do anything.
And my name isn't Falco.
Also, that name.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Date. I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart. They were my best friends. We would always go to this little coffee shop after school. They had this old game machine there. It looked like a table, and it was about shooting invading aliens or something like that.
Space
We
invaders.
talked about all sorts of things sitting there. Our love lives, our potential careers, things we didn't like about our teachers. It was their idea that I become a teacher. You know, they told me that teaching elementary suited me perfectly. Those were such fun times.
About your right arm. I can't ask her that. I was the one who did that to her.
No! Stop!
I was sad what she must have done to my face.
If this is about my arm, don't worry about that. You tried to defend me. I know that.
I know everything that
You're
happened to
too nice, Mom. I will never forgive you. You have to take responsibility.
Iris.
No, let me talk. Uncle will be your right arm. That's how he can make it up to you. Maybe not now. It might take some time, but I'll be waiting. One day, Uncle will stand on Mom's right side, and we can go wherever we want. The three of us. To the ocean, a river, an amusement park, barbecues, and we can make okonomiyaki.
Aww. I love that.
Where's that hot plate I bought?
On the shelf.
And I'm gonna need a raincoat.
Hey, that's cheating!
You're planning on being covered in flour?
Of course! That's why it's fun!
6 years ago, I was an assassin. Nothing I could do could make those crimes disappear, but if I protect them, make sure they're always smiling throughout my days. I figure that might be easy. That might be enough to outweigh my sins. But yeah, just you're no longer that, no longer that man.
You don't change. I caught you 6 years ago doing the same thing.
Ah, you saw that.
What a lovable pervert, I swear. Heck, this guy. Oh, we're going to the warehouse district now.
Iris, why did you want to come here? Haven't you seen everyone you wanted to already?
Yeah!
Oh, it's not like over here anyway.
Thank you for today. It was a lot of fun.
Is the date finally over?
Yeah, I guess so.
Aww.
Thank you. Not just for today, but for everything. 6 years ago, you helped me and my mom, and I'm so grateful for that. Will you close your eyes for me, Uncle?
You want me to close my eyes?
Yeah, please?
Wait, you want me to close my eyes? Do you?
And just do it, quick! I'm so nervous, I'm shaking.
Oh man. Oh no. No way. It's happening.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay, open them!
What?
Iba? Iba?
It's been a long time, Kaname Date.
Iba!
At a time like this, I'm at a loss for words. I
Iba!
don't know what to say. You are, that is, who are you again?
You haven't changed. You're still an idiot.
Idiot!
You idiot, I thought you died. I was worried about you.
Pardon, but you were the one who issued the self-destruct order.
By your urging!
Anyway, I want to know something. The number, 41205. There must be something to it.
It does not. It is only my favorite number.
Why?
Your favorite number? I see. Oh, sorry. I hear everything Iva says over this earpiece.
Oh, hey!
I think I understand the meaning behind her number.
What does it mean?
Iris, do not tell him.
Uncle, think of the alphabet. What's the fourth letter?
D?
A, B, C, D. It's D.
Dante!
And the first?
1.
And the 20th? And the 5th?
Dante! It's Dante!
I see.
Iva! Iva! What's going on?
Allow me to explain.
Iva, how did you...
I, or everything that constitutes my I, disappeared completely 3 months ago, including all of my backup data.
But you're here.
However, fragments of my data were being secretly uploaded to cloud servers around the world for years. By
Really?
downloading and decoding these fragments, I was able to regenerate my memories and consciousness.
Really?
It was the Wadjet system that brought me back to life.
Wow.
That system is responsible for proliferating my data. Wadjet is like a mother to me, and she protected me as her child. And I am forever grateful to my mother. Never underestimate the power of Wadjet.
Wow. So you're here.
To be exact, I am not here. You are seeing an augmented reality virtual projection of myself. My physical self is...
In my left eye?
Yes.
How did you get in there?
I see you have not become any more astute in my absence. Think carefully.
Everything that the boss did, she did for you.
Ah!
At Abyss, when I lost consciousness.
Yes. Pewter embedded me in your eye socket.
I knew the
Wow.
whole time. Boss told me about the plan to restore Iba. I wanted it to be a surprise for you, so...
Is this my thank you?
Yeah. But it's not over yet.
Huh? Iva.
Anyway,
Iva.
Iba. Welcome back.
Glad to be back.
I'm sorry that I said I hit.
Well, now that Iba has risen from the dead, I think we should celebrate with a dance number!
Yeah!
What?
Let's go! Let's do it! Come on! Let's go!
flying this old tale of mine.
And then
A journey
there's
through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes. You've seen in your mind. While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine. The eye clouds by design, but we know in our soul the one hope. The one truth,
Come on! Come on, Ima!
can.
Come on, Ima, come on!
Miracles.
Yes!
Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows,
Yes.
set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Please still have your heart to take you. Never let the scars of this world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light. A punch to the forehead, my kick on your forehead. You're pinned on the floor spread. I'm queen of this brawl.
Yes!
And I'll show you why.
Yes!
I don't wanna hide it, that's what I decided. I can't live divided, I know I was wrong. I love you more.
I love it!
While they all lose their way
Oh
and
my
forget
gosh.
about faith.
Well, the rain turns to ice, their hearts lock like a vice.
But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth.
What?
The fires of love can warm any heart. Resist
What?
is a word.
What?
Fight on, no
What?
lose on.
Wait, what?
See the void in your eye, unwinking. The pyramid of your mind unending. Evolves even with death in between. Live on, dream through space, friendly. Watching the stars unfold beside you, and our hope shall never die. The fires of love will never
I'm dying! I'm dying!
Who they say is the best detective.
Although without me he's ineffective.
That's it, we're done. I'm walking out of here.
I know.
Welcome back.
While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the marble loses shine. The eye clouds by design, but we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you.
love this.
You shall be bathed in light. The invincible rainbow arrow.
By the way, everyone, the reason you can see me right now is because I'm projecting
Oh my
myself with
goodness.
special
No
technology.
warms up over that, but I swear to God, if you call me a fridge one more time, you will not find your body. Oh, I'm kidding, Dante, honey. I love you. This is for Mama.
Sounds fun.
Hey, set, you bet.
Oh my gosh. Resolution end. My eyes have been opened indeed. Yes, I want to save. Holy cow. Dance has been unlocked in the title menu. What? What? Wait, what? Wait, seriously? Wait, what? No! 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 No!
Teacups that are flying on maps mystifying. You'll
What
think
the
that I'm
heck?
lying. This old tale of mine, a journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on
great.
the pyre. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes. You've seen in your mind. While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine. The eye clouds by
This
design.
is
But we
great.
know in
Oh
our
my
soul the one
gosh.
thing, the one truth, that if we believe we can,
God.
we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never.
Keep going, keep going!
Let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light.
I love this! I freaking love this!
Track through the dimensions, spellcasting connections, and see your conventions. And when you are near,
This-
there's no need to fear.
Just, yes.
But call me a sin.
And grand finale, I assume, is the... Oh my gosh! We can see the grand finale again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a wrap. That's the whole game. There's still a few things I haven't unlocked yet, but hey, still a few things I could still do, but for now, though, I am curious about something. There is something that I'm curious about. What if we shot? What if we actually pulled the trigger? I don't think it's gonna be happy, but what if we pull the trigger?
I can't hit him at this range. I can't aim with one eye. If only Iva was here. I could take him out with her assist gauge. Damn it! My limbs are weak. Is it the sedative? It's no good. I can't get him in my sights. Pull the trigger now. I've only got one shot. If I miss, it's all over. This gun is a bolt-action rifle. If I fire and miss, he'll have enough time while I'm pulling back the lever, too. I can't miss. Hitomi's life is on the line. How can I make this shot? Even if I don't take the shot, Hitomi's still in danger.
Wow, they do not want me to make this to do this.
I have no choice. Please hit him.
It's like this chicken buried someone back all day. Here, click. It's shattering. Bad end. Yeah, as expected. Holy wow! Wow, they asked if you wanted to save. Wow. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Oh my gosh, this game. This was a fun ride, and I'm just gonna say I am looking forward to the sequel. Holy cow, coming in spring 2022. So, yeah. I mean, that's the end of the story of that's all for the story of Kanamigate. Next time we come back to AI Somnium Files, it'll be about Mizuki. Though I do wonder why she has Aiba in her eye though. So, but whatever. Anyway, who should we do a raid? Let's see. Let me get everything. Let me get set up. My lip is still swollen from. Yeah. But yeah. Let's rate negative tonight. And yeah. Let's just go with that. Anyway, have a good night, God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.